Okay, we're going to work through some examples of how to calculate the amount of energy that was used and then how much that energy is going to cost after you've done it. So in this problem and all the problems below, we're going to assume that electricity costs 17 cents a kilowatt hour. And then our first problem, we have a 3,500 watt oven that's going to operate for 3 hours, and we want to know the cost. So first of all, we have to figure out how much total energy we have. And in this case, our 3,500 watts is the rate at which it uses energy. It doesn't tell us how much. That's the rate. But we have a little thing we got to do first. It's 3,500 watts, and our electricity is rated on kilowatt hours. So we need to convert our 3,500 watts to kilowatts. So let's start by doing that. We have 3,500 watts, and there are 1,000 watts in a kilowatt. So we'll do that calculation first. The watts will cancel, and then we have 3,500 divided by 1,000, 3.5 kilowatts. Now, if you know that there's 1,000 watts in a kilowatt, you can also just move your decimal point 3 places. So it's understood that it was here. We could move it 1, 2, 3, and just get 3.5 kilowatts right away. Okay, so now the energy is going to be equal to the rate, which is 3.5 kilowatts, times the time, which is 3 hours. And then, of course, we just take the 3.5 times 3 and get 10.5. And I always like to say we're going to multiply the numbers first, and then let's do the units. So the 3.5 times the 3 gets me the 10.5. And the kilowatts times the hours, nothing cancels, and so we get kilowatt hours. That is the amount of energy that I used. We have one final step. The cost is going to be the rate times the amount. In this case, my rate now is going to be referring to the cost per kilowatt hour. So times the total amount of energy that I used, which is 10.5 kilowatt hours. Okay, so I got my 10.5 times 0.17, and I get 1.785. All right, 1.785 is, we're in dollars here, so the electric company is probably going to round that up to $1.79 for us. So let's actually use that 5 to round this up to $1.79. So $1.80 to run a 3,500 watt oven for 3 hours if that's the cost of electricity.